And we're back on the air, folks. Apparently we got knocked off a moment ago when something happened with the camera feed. It looks like it's been taken care of, so we're back on. And the Carmine is quickly down 0-2. She is 2 for 2 today with a single and a double, so a tough assignment here for Laverne. That's off the plate, 1-2. Ground ball. Ginter in the hole, dives to her from her knees. The throw will not be in time. I thought she was going to hop up to her feet, but was not able to do so, and that's an impossible throw, even for a professional player.
Now batting for St. Joseph's, number 45, Gino Moscatelli.
So a single shortstop. Now 3 for 3 is the Carmine, and that brings up the left fielder Moscatelli, who's 0 for 1 with a walk. Ginter did a great job of getting into the hole and stopping that from trickling into the outfield, but just an impossible throw. One-0 pitch. Swing and a miss. And a pitch at her feet. 1 ball and 1 strike. In the dirt. The wild pitch gets by Barriso. This is the third different St. Joseph team that either the Gotham Lake baseball or softball teams have played in the last week. Ground ball, Cardona knocks it down, throw to first, in time for the first out, as the Carmine advances to third.
Now batting for the Golden Eagles is number 6, Nicole Reda.
That will bring up the designated player, number 6, Nicole Reda. Last week, the baseball team defeated St. Joe's of Brooklyn. Played a 3-game weekend series against 27th ranked St. Joe's of Maine, winning 1 of 2, and now St. Joe's of Patchogue, Long Island comes in. So the baseball team plays St. Joe's of Brooklyn and St. Joe's of Maine, and the softball team taking on St. Joe's of Long Island. 0-1 pitch. Ground ball, left of third and foul. And it's no balls and 2 strikes according to the scoreboard. O'Byrne, the runner at third, in the dirt. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Lined. It is a fair ball down the left field line. Reda will get second base standing for a 1-out double. And head coach Bridget Quimpo arguing that call, saying that it was a foul ball. But a RBI double by Reda, and St. Joe's has made it a 3-1 game. So now it's a 3-1 game, each team with 5 hits, and the catcher Sieber comes to the plate. Alyssa Sieber looks at ball 1. Sieber, the number 7 batter in the lineup, is 0 for 1 with a walk and a strikeout. And it's now 2-0. We'll see how that home run that was taken away from Sats if it comes back and hurts the Knights. They lead by 2. Inside and low, it's 3-0. Mercer Bariso, Rebecca Sats, Janissa Cardona, Megan Ginter all in to talk to their pitcher, try to calm her down. Getting a little rattled here in the 6th inning. The Gothic Knights still lead 3-1. And O'Byrne has pitched a nice game overall. But she faces adversity now with a runner at second base and the tying run at the plate. The 3-0 pitch to Sieber. And that is ball 4. One away, runners at first and second. That will bring up Costanzo. Costanzo and our next batter, Goalie, each struck out swinging the last time that they faced O'Byrne. It will be a pinch runner at first base. Be number 50, Alba Salazar. Santa shows bunt.
Into pitch run for the Golden Eagles is number 50, Alba Salazar.
Salazar, a left-hander from Patchogue, New York, pinch running for the catcher Sieber. There you see the head coach, Al Skiangula, whispering to his second baseman, Costanzo. Has to be very quiet because you're staying right in front of the Gothic Knight dugout, so you don't want Gothic Knight coaching staff to hear what you're trying to tell your hitter to do. One ball, no strikes. Costanzo asks for time. Takes a couple practice hacks. Shows bunt, pops it up, caught by Sats! And the throw gets by center fielder Perez. Not a good decision to throw that ball. It will roll all the way to the wall. Not a good decision at all to throw that ball. Sats made the great defensive play, and then the error scores Retta from second base, and Salazar moves all the way to third, and the tying run is 60 feet away. Goalie fouls off the first pitch. So it's now 3-2 after the error by Sats. Goalie can tie this game with a base hit. There's now 2 away. And a ground ball. Ginter's there. They throw on the run to first in time. And the inning comes to a close as the Gothic Knights give up a pair of runs, but they escape further trouble. In the 6th inning for St. Joe's, 2 runs, 2 hits, there was 1 error and 1 left. And we head to the bottom of the 6th inning. It's now 3-2. Sieber will return to catch here in the 7th spot in the lineup. But that last play there, Sats made the great running catch on the bunt and then fired to Casey Perez, the center fielder, covering second base when the base runner was basically standing right there. So there's really no need to throw that ball. And once that ball was low and got by Casey Perez, there was nobody in the outfield to back that up. And it rolled all the way to the wall. So it was a matter of how fast Casey Perez can get to that ball, track it down. She sprinted, but it wasn't enough to prevent the run from scoring from second base. So an unearned run. And the Gothic Knights have to hope it does not come back to bite them. So Janissa Cardona, Taylor Sitar, Casey Perez, the 7, 8, and 9 batters due up here in the bottom of the 6th inning. If NJCU does not score, or even if they do, we will head to the 7th, and Ashley O'Byrne will have to get 3 outs against the top of the lineup. That's fouled away by Cardona, who is 0 for 2 today with a pair of strikeouts, 1 swinging, 1 looking. That's fouled into the screen next to the first base dugout, and it's 0-2. The pitch by the Carmine is high. Cardona swung at a few of those pitches in the last inning when she had a chance to walk. Leadoff batter here in the bottom of the 6th. Inside, and it's 2-2. 120 pitches thrown by DeCarmine. Two-two pitch. Swing and a miss. Cardona goes down for the 3rd time today on strikes. 1 away. That will bring up the right fielder, Taylor Sitar, who is 0 for 2 and has also struck out twice. And first pitch at the knees for a called strike. That's fouled away. And Casey Perez standing in the on-deck circle. That is high and over the head of the catcher, Sieber, with nobody on base. It's harmless, ball 1. St. Joe's, about a 2-hour ride without traffic out in central Long Island. 1-2 pitch. And swing and a miss, and Sitar goes down yet again on strike. She strikes out for the 3rd time today in the bottom of the lineup. Not been very productive so far. The 6, 7, 8, and 9 hitters today are a combined 2 for 11. Casey Perez runs up in the batter's box. It's a called strike. Perez does have a hit today. Weak swing there. 0-2. Oh-2 pitch. That's high again over the head of the catcher Sieber, who's 5'4", but the Carmine's really making a reach for a few of these pitches now. The Carmine has thrown 128 pitches. Fouled off. Remains 1-2. Obviously not as much of an issue in softball. You do get tired, but softball pitching not as much a strain on the arm as baseball. Obviously overhand versus underhand. Underhand a more natural motion. Perez, ground ball up the middle for a base hit. And she stays alive. Costanzo dove and tried to cut it off, but snuck past her and up the middle. Second hit of the game for Casey Perez. And that will send us to the top of the lineup for the shortstop, Megan Ginter. She's 0 for 2 today. She's walked. See if she can keep the inning going. Hitting a .333. There goes Perez. She will easily steal second base. Now 51 for 51 are the Gothic Knights this year. First pitch against her was a ball. That's high. It's 2-0. Perez with her right foot standing in second base. She is a threat to steal third as well. That is high. And it's 3-0. And if Megan Ginter can work out a walk here, Jess Musarino stands feet away, waiting for an at-bat. The 3-0 pitch to Ginter. That's a called strike. We're live here at the Thomas M. Garrity Athletic Complex in Jersey City, New Jersey. Game 1 of 2 today between the Gothic Knights and the Golden Eagles. NJCU and St. Joe's. The 3-1 pitch. And swings and misses that one. 3 balls, 2 strikes with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 6th. The Gothic Knights leading 3-2. Each team with 1 error. The Knights have a 6-5 edge in hits. The pitch to Ginter. Swing and a miss. And after being behind 3-0, the Carbine comes back and strikes out Ginter. Insurance run in Casey Perez is stranded at second base. And the 6th inning comes to a close. For the Gothic Knights, no runs, 1 hit. There was 1 left on.
No runs, 1 hit, 0 errors, 1 left on base for the Gothic Knights.
We head to the 7th inning, and back out is Ashley O'Byrne trying to hold on to a 1-run lead. Three outs to go here for Ashley O'Byrne in the top of the 7th inning. 3 runs, 6 hits, 1 error for NJCU. St. Joe's 2 runs, 5 hits, 1 error. The Gothic Knights, after starting the year 4-1, have lost 9 of their last 11. St. Joe's started the year 5-0. They've lost their last 3. First pitch to Forsina. The leadoff hitter is a strike. In the air to right field, and well played by Sitar, who makes the catch on the line out for the first out. That will bring up Bernacco, who is 0 for 2. A ground out, a walk, and a line out to short. Ashley O'Byrne trying to snap a personal 6-game losing streak. St. Joe's started the year in their first 5 games outscoring opponents 29-7, including a pair of shutouts. Since then, they've been outscored 13-1 before today's game. Now 16-3, including today's action. First pitch is a ball. 1-0 pitch to Bernaco. Hit in the air, center field. Perez in the gap, can't make the catch. Falls down. The throw to Cardona, the cutoff defender, is not going to be enough time to make a play there, as Bernaco was able to slide in safely for a double. And the tying run is halfway home. So a double to the right center field gap. And that will bring up Tierney, the center fielder, who made the biggest play defensively in this game, robbing a 2-run home run from Rebecca Satz. Should be 4-2 right now. Instead, it's 3-2. The lead run in that inning eventually came around and did score on a sacrifice fly by Bariso. But that defensive gem right now is what's keeping St. Joe's in this game. Offensively, she is 0 for 4. And a strike at the knees. 92 pitches by O'Byrne, 54 for strikes. In the dirt, it's 1-1. Throw back to second base. Cardona is able to block the low throw as Bernaco in standing. Bernaco with the double is the 6th hit of the game for the Golden Eagles. Time called by Tierney. Ground ball. Ginter's there. The throw to first is low, but Satz makes the play. The throw to third, not in time, as Bernaco advances, and the tying run at third. But now 2 away for the cleanup hitter, the Carmine. The Carmine is 3 for 3. 2 singles, sandwich around a 4th inning double, 1 run scored. Best hitter in this team. She has half their hits. Pitches in the dirt. And if you're the Gothic Knights here, you have to think about intentionally walking to Carmine and pitching to Muscatelli, the number 5 hitter, who is 0 for 2 with a walk. I think that might be the safer route to go. What do you think, Pete Vincent?
I agree. Moscato is the way to go.
So as they have a conversation, the entire team at the mound, head coach Bridget Quimpo walking off the field, and the Gothic Knights facing the Carmine here, who is 3 for 3 and can tie this game with a single. They will pitch to the Carmine carefully. Ground ball. Cardona's there. From her knees. Throws. Ball game. Chalk up the W for the Gothic Knights as NJCU holds on and they win 3-2.
Gothic Knights win first of today's doubleheader with a score of 3-2. Please stay tuned for our second game. How long you guys need?
In the 7th inning for St. Joe's, no runs, 1 hit, 1 left on. Your final score in game number 1, New Jersey City, 3 runs, 6 hits, and 1 error. St. Joe's, 2 runs, 6 hits, and 1 error. Game 2 will begin in approximately 15 minutes. So the Gothic Knights, a 3-2 win. There you see Margie Alfano with her face there as she moves the camera around as the Gothic Knights do win game 1, 3-2. We take a look at the final stats real quick. Rebecca Satz, 2 for 3, a 2-run home run, 2 RBIs, a run scored. She also had a double. So both hits were extra base hits. Her only out was also an extra base hit, as a home run was taken away from her by the center fielder Tierney. Mussolino scored a pair of runs. Gomez, Calixto each had a base hit. Casey Perez in the 9th spot went 2 for 3 with a stolen base. Mussolino also had 2 steals as NJCU swiped 4 in the game, and that was 51 on the season. Meanwhile, for the Golden Eagles, the Carmine was 3 for 3 before making an out in her 4th at bat that ended the game. She scored 1 run. Rada was 1 for 3 with a run scored, a double, and an RBI. Fresina and Bernaco each with a hit. Final pitching line for the Gothic Knights. Ashley O'Byrne, 7 innings, allowed 1 earned run, 6 hits, 3 strikeouts, 4 walks over 96 pitches for the win. To Carmine, 6 innings on the mound. She took the loss, 3 runs, 6 hits, struck out 12, and walked 3. So the Gothic Knights win game 1 by a score of 3-2. We'll be back in about 10 minutes for game 2.